before that, may the force be with you. Hundreds of stormtroopers are set to descend. That's very much how I feel when I walk into the building in the morning.
Yeah.
It can be quite daunting.
Well, that's what you look like
That's
as well,
our
so.
producer. They're in East London, in fact, later today. It's 30 years of Star Wars. See you in a bit.
2 is the time this Friday morning. See what we're talking about now. See if you can guess from this music. We're heading for a galaxy far, far away, thank goodness. Europe's largest ever Star Wars party starts today. It's in East London. Michael Underwood has taken this dangerous assignment. Michael.
Thank you, Andrew. Yes, you've joined me here with my very new best friend, by the way, R2D2. Come on, sir, we're going to make a walk. This is a huge, huge event. Can you believe it's been 30 years since the original Star Wars film was released? It broke all box office records, and of course, it spawned hundreds of thousands of dedicated fans. Now, every year these fans like to get together at special conventions. They normally take place over in the US, but for 3 days only here in the ExCeL Centre in East London, they've got a massive celebration of Star Wars. There's going to be loads of things going on. R2D2 is very excited. You're going to be here, sir, aren't you? Keep it short, we haven't got much time. Yeah, loads going on. Also, they've got a Jedi training course. You can come and bring the family down for that. There's an assault course. You get to see this. Now, this is the very first scene from the very first film. It's the corridor that you see. They're going to let you reenact this. You get to walk down here. They've got TV cameras. You get to dress up. And, of course, what the fans really love is they're going to get to meet the stars. The legend that is Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, is going to be here signing autographs. Also, Peter Mayhew, who plays Chewbacca, and David Prowse, who was Darth Vader. It's going to be an absolutely massive event. I've been told that Saturday is just about sold out, but it starts today at 9 o'clock and it goes on through till Sunday. There's still tickets available for Sunday as well. But also, there's exclusive footage. You're going to get to see things from the brand new animated series and, of course, from the new computer game as well. How excited are you in words? OK. Thank you very much. You have to make sure you join me later on because I've shown you more exactly what's here available at the event. And don't forget, you can see Mark Hamill live on ET later on this morning. Guys, may the force be with you.
Yeah. What's that Hoover doing next to you? It's weird.
Don't say that.
You can't say. I just realised, of course, that Star Wars fans must be the original hoodies. That's where it all comes from.
That's right, yeah. Degenerates. Mark Hamill doing a live video webcast as well as having a chat on ET. He's going to be doing that at 9:20. So we're gm.tv for Mark Hamill a little bit later on. I'm Michael Underwood here at the ExCeL Centre for the biggest Star Wars celebration Europe has ever seen. Join me in 20 minutes' time when I'll be showing you exactly how they're going to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the original movie's release.
Brilliant.
Fantastic news.
We're heading for a galaxy far, far away now.
That was quite a lustful sign.
Wistful I was going for,
wistful.
But if you saw lustful, God bless you for
Princess
that.
Leia, you see her in that bikini?
All right, okay.
Do you know she had to use sellotape to keep herself in it?
I don't...
Carrie
What?
Fisher told me that.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Even
One
with the
way-
stars?
Yeah, Return of the Jedi.
Every boy likes that gold bikini business, don't
Why
they?
wouldn't
OK. Europe's largest ever Star Wars convention starts today in East London. Tens of thousands of fans, along with stars of all 6 films, will be celebrating the 30th anniversary of the release of the first Star Wars film.
Yeah, Michael Underwood is in the bikini there, complete with lightsaber for us this morning. Look at that. Morning, Michael.
I've had the lightsaber taken away from me, Ben, by the stormtroopers. More about that a bit later on. Good morning. Yeah, I'm a massive Star Wars fan. I am loving it here. I've managed to sneak in like 3 hours early. It doesn't open till 9 o'clock, a little bit later on this morning. But I've got to tell you, it's just huge. Normally, an event like this doesn't take place over here. It normally all happens in the US, so it really is something special. As I said, it's a 3-day event. It's open for everybody to come down. Saturday, very busy, but today, I'm told, and Sunday, there's plenty of room if you want to come on down and see exactly what's going on. Amazing things to talk about. R2D2, we saw him a bit earlier on this morning. He's still here. He's still having a good time? He's got a bit quiet. He's a bit moody, and I'll tell you why. Look who's over here. We've got the stormtroopers all lined up. Now, I thought, as we've got them here, let's find out what they're expecting from the event today. So I'm going to just mind if I get in here, guys. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. How are you?
Not bad, thank you. Obviously, a big event for you guys. Big event. What are your plans this weekend?
We're here to recruit for the Galactic Empire and make sure everybody behaves themselves.
I see. OK, now I've heard you're going to have your work cut out because there's a Jedi training camp for the younger Jedis that want to come down. Is that right?
Oh, I believe so, but we're here to take out the rebel scum, sir.
the Rebels. It's a bit harsh, Rebel scum, but thank you very much for that. Yeah, lots of these guys are going to be hanging around. Also, you're going to get to see some fantastic models. They've got all the main characters. My favourite one is Darth Vader here. He's brilliant. He actually looks like the real thing. Sadly, he's not, which is a shame. But lots of other things as well. There's a Jabba the Hutt here, a massive one that's working. They've got some of the ships. There's loads of events. And, of course, the fans really, really love to see the stars themselves. So we're going to have Luke Skywalker. He's going to be here. We've also got Chewbacca. And, of course, R2-D2, Kenny Baker is going to be there as well. There really is tons and tons of stuff going on. You can see a sand speeder here behind me as well. There's loads and loads. The great thing about Star Wars is it appeals to everybody. Whether you remember the first trilogy from the 70s or 80s, or even the modern-day trilogy from the 90s, everyone likes to come on down. And the good thing is, it's a family event, and under-8s get in free, which is a bit of a bonus. So you should come on down.
To Michael, isn't that awesome?
It's amazing.
I think that stormtrooper had a speech impediment, though.
I think he did.
That was
Don't
brilliant.
have speech impediments. I've
No,
got one.
we're not. We're big fans.
Thank you. The man who played Luke Skywalker, I'm going to really listen now that you've said that. In
Do
the
it
original
carefully.
film, Mark Hamill is doing a live video webcast straight after the show at 9:20. Log on to gm.tv to ask him your questions. He's on Entertainment Today as well before that, though, isn't
Yeah,
he?
we're going to be chatting to him absolutely live. Doesn't do very many interviews.
No, I know.
And we've got him.
And you've got him. Well,
Yeah.
we've got him. Can I have him as well?
Yeah, I'm sure
We'll
you
all
can.
have him.
I'm sure you wouldn't
Okay.
mind.
Claire Nazir is a slightly... Here they are.
Get away, you stormtroopers! You can't have our penny sweets. I don't care how big your gun is. Go on, off you go.
What's
Wrecking
the
the
set? Greetings, ET viewers. May the force be with you. I am Jenny Princess Leia Falconer.
And I'm Ben Han Solo Shepherd. Welcome to our ET Star Wars special. Do you like my trousers?
That is nice. Do you like my buns? Hey.
I've always loved your buns, Jen.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Guess what? Luke Skywalker is in the building. Yep,
certainly
Mark
is.
Hamill is chilling in the ET green room at the moment.
Morning, Mark.
Morning.
Morning.
He just asked me a minute ago, who are you meant to be? I was like, this is Princess Leia?
Well, you didn't have the funny hair on yet.
Oh, I know. I
Don't
know.
worry, she's got it now.
I have indeed.
good.
He will be joining us in the studio very soon to chat all things Jedi.
Also talking of all things Jedi, Michael Obi-Wan Kenobi, our very own hoodie with an Asbo, is down there at the East London Star Wars Festival. Hiya, Michael.
That's how he dresses normally.
I know.
Good morning to you. I'm here with the thousands of Star Wars fans. Say hello, guys. They're all here. They're actually, I'm saying thousands, they're all pouring into the building now. They've opened the doors early because there were so many people pushing to get in. So they're letting them all in. Join me later on. I'm going to chat to the fans, the true fans, and they're going to be asking some questions to the legend that is Mr. Mark Hamill.
And as well as all things Star Wars, we've also got for you today, Robbie, Mark, Howard, Jason and Gary.
Yes. Now then, a long time ago, not in this studio, a film called Star Wars was released, becoming an instant classic with 5 more added to the saga.
Yep, it redefined movie making and is still one of the most popular movies ever. An estimated 1 billion people have seen it, crossing both galaxies and generations. 30 years on, the Force has never really left us.
So who better to celebrate its milestone 30th birthday with than the man, none other than Luke Skywalker himself, aka Mark Hamill. Here he is.
They're so strict.
This is what happens, you see.
I said I'd be happy to come out, but look at these guys. Strong.
Mark, it's lovely to see you.
Hi, Ben.
Nice to see you.
Have a seat.
Hi there. Oh, there. Oh, I've kissed Luke Skywalker.
yeah.
Come
Thanks,
on.
boys. 2
Thank
cups
you,
of tea.
fellas.
And Mark, do you want to drink a latte? Cheers, lads. No,
Congratulations. Can you believe it's 30 years old?
No, I can't. Of course not. But, you know, the thing that keeps it fresh for me, the fact, because people say to me, do you ever get tired of it? It's hard to get tired of it when it's reinterpreted for young people. It's meaningful to small children, and I don't know why. Maybe because it's reassuring, it's good versus evil, it's something that's sort of corny or anachronistic, but I've always thought of it as much more of a fairy tale than straightforward science fiction. I mean, when I read it, I thought this was the funniest thing I'd ever read.
I know, with all the different names, like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Chewbacca.
Yeah,
You must have thought, what on earth is
well,
this?
the fact that the robots were arguing over whose fault it was, like Laurel and Hardy, and that a big giant furry dog was flying the spaceship. I said, what is this?
So reading something like that, then, do you think, right, this might go down well?
I said this is going to be at least as popular as Planet of the Apes. And the reason I made that comparison was it was in our contract if we were going to do one and it were successful, then we'd do 2 more. And I said to anybody that would listen, this thing is going to be, because of the humor, I bet will even if it doesn't find mainstream acceptance, will be like a midnight cult film.
Yeah, sure.
Where college kids all,
will sit and watch it late at
and
night.
start reciting the
Because you
lines.
could sit and watch all of them, and I went to cinema and watched all 6.
Oh no!
In one day, it was the
You wouldn't
longest.
fancy that?
You did that?
I did do that. Have you got a favourite of them? The ones that you were in?
I liked Empire because it was such a surprise. You know, I mean, it really took what you thought you knew and pulled the rug out from underneath you. You can't do that very often. So I'm all on George. I said, let's have Boba Fett be my mother. You pull off.
I love the start, the scene, the fight in the snow desert at the start of that as well. It's just one of my favourite battle scenes in it. We've got a little clip. You're talking about the robots arguing of the first time you meet C-3PO and R2. This is a great clip.
Let's look at it.
Uncle Owen?
Yeah?
What about that one?
What about that blue one? We'll take that one.
I'm quite sure you'll be very pleased with that one, sir. He really is in first-class condition. I've worked with him before. Here he comes.
Okay, let's go.
Now, don't you forget this. Why I should stick my neck out for you is quite beyond my capacity.
Oh, I love that film.
You also mentioned Chewbacca as well, and sort of, you didn't know whether he was a dog or a giant dog.
Right.
There's a rumour that at some point someone said, he's naked. Should he not be wearing some shorts? Is that true?
That is absolutely true. We got memos from 20th Century Fox said, can't you put some pants on the Wookiee? And I said to George, I mean, if that's what they're looking at, we're in really big trouble. And they even sketched lederhosen and possible apparel for the Wookiee.
So he could have
That's
essentially
so
been in
funny.
The Sound of Music.
Yeah, he could have been. Peter Mayhew is he has the spirit. He's the actor that played the character. And Peter is just a gentle giant. He's as sweet as can be. So many of the personalities really came out. You saw Anthony Daniels as C-3PO. And George had envisioned this as a sleazy car dealer. And he was going to replace Tony's voice. And he auditioned hundreds of people. I'm not telling tales out of school. Tony knows this, and we're all saying to George, he is 3PO. He is 3PO. I mean, he lives in Maida Vale, but he's the real deal.
Where else would 3PO live?
He's just as critical.
Yeah.
He's just as...
There's another rumour that I heard, and I've never spotted it, but apparently in Star Wars, Luke addresses Princess Leia, but instead of saying Princess Leia, he accidentally calls her Carrie.
Now, I'm glad you brought that up because I love shooting that down. It's in print, so it's got to be true.
Oh, obviously.
The fact of the matter is we shot that on a sound stage that was not soundproof, so everything in that scene is dubbed. Every sound, every word is dubbed. So George says, you see your lip flap there? What are you saying? And I could tell. I was looking around and saying, oh, there she is.
Right.
And that, for somebody that watched it 1,100 times, in his ears, it became Carrie. But I mean, I love bloopers in films, and if that were true, it would have had to have been a deliberate inside joke that George gave his okay to, and he certainly didn't. It also makes me look like a moron that I accidentally forget and call Harrison. I mean, Han.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the fact you said there are people that have seen it 1,100. I mean, I've seen it dozens of times anyway. So.
No, I can't do that. I haven't seen it since it came out.
We have to. We can't have you here. We'll talk more about that in a second. We can't have you here without watching one of your wonderful fight scenes with the lightsaber. Let's just enjoy this. So that's like only the second time you've
I know,
seen
Mark,
that.
why haven't you watched it since? You must have seen enough clips to have watched it a dozen times.
Well, I don't know. I'm not singling Star Wars out. I just don't. I usually see things I do once or maybe twice to get over the fact. You see what the cuts are and how they decided to put it all together, and then you realize there's nothing you can do with it. You got to let it go. So it's not something I would say, hey, let's watch me in this. It's just not my thing.
You don't want to spend the weekend around Jenny's then. That's all you end up doing.